Relax now. And we have a few minutes if there's any questions. How did you find this meditation?
Bhante, I noticed that I thought there was something awkward about having the brain after.
Yeah, I know.
And
I think that's because, not that they wanted to put the brain.
I think it's a prejudice. Like, it's a little more beautiful than fecal matter. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the question is why?
Well, it's a noticing.
Okay.
And there's also this little other story that its developmental origin is close to the skin. It's the same kind of tissue. So I started thinking, well, when it was added, it might have been added in the first category. But this was all thinking, it's just all thinking.
Yeah, I think the reason is that, as I said, in the canonical text, like in the suttas, the brain is not included.
Yes.
And when they decided to add the brain, since it's a solid part, not liquid, so they put it at the end of the solid parts.
Yes.
And so therefore it follows the fecal matter. But in the past, it's also struck me as a bit discordant.
Yes.
To have.
Yes.
Suddenly you come to the waste matter, and then the brain comes.
Right. Thank you.
And then the bile comes after it. The bile comes after it.
The bile
comes after it.
Yeah.
After the brain.
Yeah. The bile is the beginning, the first of the fluids of the body.
After the brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I had a question.
Yeah.
I was wondering, beyond the detachment from, sensual lust,
Yeah.
if there would have been any studies in terms of the detachment or detachment of the body in terms of concerns with health and, those personal concerns with the body,
Yeah.
if there was more detachment in that area as well out of this meditation.
I didn't quite get the connection.
Right.
Detachment and health of the body.
Right. The way we are attached to the body
Yeah.
and to our own health and to
Yeah.
a healthy body.
Yeah.
Could one think that this meditation would help in kind of getting liberated from this kind of attachment?
I say liberated from attachment to the health of the body.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would come along with detachment from, it would bring some detachment from concern with the health of the body. Mm-hmm. But the Buddha also does emphasize the importance of maintaining good health.
Right, sure.
Because he says, health is, what is it? Arogya paramalabha, that good health is the greatest gain.
Right.
And that good health is considered one of the five, they're called the 5 factors of striving, and one of them is having good health.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
Right.
one should strive to maintain good health,
Mm-hmm.
but not to be sort of neurotically attached to one's health, or obsessively attached to one's health.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Bhante, this is just an experience I had, and when we were walking too, like it was more profound sitting, suddenly there was just no breather, no sitter. There was only breathing and only sitting. And when we walked, all of a sudden too, there was no breathing, no walking. just there was no breather, no walking, just breathing and walking. There was no breather, like everything went away.
Well, maybe you would say that there is breathing,
There's
and,
breathing
walking,
and walking,
but no breather, no
breather,
walker.
no walker, and no sitter.
Yeah, though when doing the walking, if one is getting a clear perception of what I call the body as an assemblage of bones and muscles in the act of walking, then one should get the sense that there's no walker, but there is this assemblage of, that it's just an assemblage of bones, muscles, tissues in the act of walking. Okay, I think we have to wrap up for the day. And so we'll end with the sharing of the merits. And first, maybe I should mention, this is the third of the 4 protective meditations. So next week we have, again, another session on the 4th protective meditation, which is very important. This is the meditation on death. So even though it's not the most pleasant of subjects to bring up, but it's extremely beneficial to reflect and contemplate deeply the reality of death. And doing so helps to liberate one from the fear of death. Okay, so let us end with the sharing of the merits. I'll recite the verses. Akasata chabumata deva naga mahitika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakantu sasanang. Akasata chabumata deva naga mahitika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakantu desanang. Akasata chabumata Deva naga mahidika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakantu mang parang etavatacham hehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampati siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampati siddhya sabbe satanumodantu sabba sampati siddhya Pavagopadaya vichiyetato etantare satakayu papanna rupya rupicha sanya sanino dukkha pamochantu pusantu nibuting. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.